Now, our next topic is unsymmetrical fault. Unsymmetrical fault on an unloaded generator. Okay, so what are the unsymmetrical fault we have seen? First is line to ground fault. Okay, line to ground fault. So I draw here a unloaded generator. This is the phase A winding, and this is EMF induced in this winding, that is EA. This is B phase, and this is the EMF induced in B phase, that is EB, and this is phase C. Now, if fault occur at phase A, suppose this is phase A, right? So if fault occur at this position, fault occur at this position, then current IA will flow in this winding, right? This is IF, okay, and also this generator is grounded with impedance ZN. And the current in this path is nothing but IA. Why? Because IB and IC will become 0, right? IB and IC will become 0. Okay. If fault occur in all the three phase, then in all the three phase current will flow. Fault current will flow. But if fault occur at phase A, the fault current will flow only in phase A, but not in phase B and C. So current in B and C will become 0, right? And this is line to ground fault, right? This is line to ground fault. If this path got short circuited, what will be the voltage? VA. VA will become 0, right? So in this, IB is equal to 0 is equal to IC, and VA is equal to 0. If fault occur at phase A, if fault occur at phase A, okay. Now what will be IN? IN will be IA, right? Because fault occur at phase A. So whatever the fault current is here, that will travel to the ground, from ground to neutral point of the generator, right? So this IN will be equal to IA. Now this is the condition we got for line to ground fault. Now what will be the symmetrical component here? IA0, IA1, IA2. What will be the symmetrical component here? That will be 1 by 3. This will be 1 A square, sorry, A into A square, A square, 1 A square A, right? And here you will get phase current IA, IB and IC. Now IB and IC is 0, right? So what will be the equation we got here? So what we will get here? IA0, IA1, IA2. This will be equal to 1 by 3. This will be IA0, 0. Now, if you equate this, if you solve this and find the value of this all the symmetrical component current, you will get IA naught is equal to 1 by 3 IA, right? Is equal to IA1 is equal to IA2, right? So all the symmetrical component current will get same value, that is 1 by 3 IA. Okay. Now what will be VA0? We have seen the symmetrical component circuit, right? So VA0 we will get minus IA1 into Z0, VA1 positive sequence voltage, that we will get EA minus IA1 Z1, right? And VA2 what we will get minus IA2 into Z2, right? So VA0 plus VA1 plus VA2 will be equal to EA minus IA2, sorry, IA1 Z1 minus IA1 Z0 minus IA2 Z2, right? And if you solve this, you will get EA minus IA, this is IA, sorry, this will be IA0, right? IA0. Okay. So see, IA1, IA0 and IA2 is same, right? This is same. So we can take this as IA1 into Z1 plus Z0 plus Z2. Okay. Now we all know the summation of all these component will be equal to VA, right? Will be equal to VA, and we all know that VA is equal to 0. Here VA is equal to 0. We have seen the first condition, right? Now summation of all these three component will be equal to VA, and what is VA? That is equal to 0, right? Because short circuit occur at phase A. If short circuit occur at phase A, line to ground will get shorted, then the voltage across this will be equal to 0, right? So this is equal to 0. So we can write this equation as 0 is equal to EA minus IA1 into Z1 plus Z0 plus Z2. So IA1 will be EA by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0, right? Now, what we got earlier here, IA1 is equal to 1 by 3 IA, right? IA is equal to 1 by 3 IA. If fault occur at phase A, then IA will be equal to IF, right? IA will be equal to IF. So, sorry, this is IA1. IA1 is equal to 1 by 3 IA. So if fault occur at phase A, this IA will be equal to IF. So we can write this as 1 by 3 IF, right? And what is IF? IF is equal to 3 into IA1, or we can write 3 into EA divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0. Okay. Now how to draw this? This is EA. This is EA, and this will be Z1. This will be Z2, and this will be Z0. Okay, Z0 we can write it as ZGO plus Zn. Okay, 3Zn, because we write, see what is Z0, that is equal to 3Zn plus ZGO. Okay, so this will be 3Zn plus Z0. Now this is the VA1, this is VA1, this is VA2, and this is VA0. Now next is line to line fault. So in line to line fault, I'll copy this. So in line to line fault, suppose fault occur between B and C. Okay. Fault occur between B and C. These two lines get short circuited. Okay. So here we can tell that IB is equal to minus IC, because see the direction of current, both the current, that is in same direction, right? So IB is equal to minus IC. What about IA? Since fault occur at B and C, this current will be equal to 0, right? This current will be equal to 0, and there is no return path, right, for ground. If fault occur at phase A, there is return path. You can see here, there is return path. So the neutral section will carry current IA, but here there is no return path. There is no return path. So IN will be equal to, so IN will be equal to 0, right? Now what the condition we got here, that IA is equal to 0 and IN is equal to 0. What about VA? VB. The voltage VB will be equal to voltage VC, right? Because these two got short circuited. And what about current IB? That is equal to minus IC. Okay. Now, what is the symmetrical component of voltage? That is VA not. This is the positive sequence voltage. This is negative sequence voltage. So what is the sequence voltage? Sorry, this will be 1 by 3. 1 by 3. Into 1 A square 1 A square A, and this will be phase voltage VA, VB, VC. Okay. Now we all know VB is equal to VC, right? So if we write the same equation, or simply I compare this, okay? This is VA1, right? VA1 is equal to 1 by 3 into VA plus AVB plus A square VC, right? And what is VA2? VA2 is equal to 1 by 3 VA plus A square VB plus AVC, right? So if VB is equal to VC, if VB is equal to VC, then we can tell that these two equation is same, right? Instead of VB, you can write VC. So these two equation is same. So we can write that VA1 is equal to VA2, right? Now, what is the symmetrical component of the current? Symmetrical component of the current is IA0, IA1, IA2. This is the symmetrical component of current. Now, this is equal to 1 by 3. This is 1, 1, 1. This is 1 A square. This is 1 A square A. IA, which is equal to 0. IB, which is equal to minus IC, and IC. So, now this IA is equal to 0. This IB is equal to minus IC, and what is this? IC will be remain same. Okay, so we can tell that IA naught is equal to negative sequence current. Sorry, zero sequence current is equal to 0 because IA is 0, right? So this will be 0 plus minus IC plus IC. So this will become 0. What will be IA1? IA1 will be equal to 1 by 3 into 0 plus minus IC into A minus IC into A plus A square IC, right? What will be IA2? IA2 is equal to 1 by 3, 0 plus minus IC into A square plus A into IC, right? So we can tell that here, we can tell that IA is nothing but is equal to minus IA2, right? IA1 is nothing but minus IA2, right? Because here you got ICA, right? Minus ICA. Here you got plus ICA. Here you got minus ICA square. Here you got plus ICA square. So this is nothing but minus of IA2, right? So what will be now? What equation we got? We got VA0 is 0 and VA1 is equal to VA2, right? So the voltage across means the positive sequence voltage and negative sequence voltage is same, right? Now how we draw positive sequence component? This will be EA, this will be positive sequence impedance, and this will be negative sequence impedance. There will be no EMF in negative sequence impedance, right? And the voltage across these two will be same. This is VA1, this is VA2, right? And IA0 is 0, right? IA0 is 0. So we are not going to include any zero sequence component here, right? So what is VA1? VA1 is equal to EA minus IA1 into Z1. What is the current here? That is IA1, and IA1 is equal to minus IA2. This is IA2, right? So IA1 will be equal to EA divided by Z1 plus Z2, right? Now, third is double line to ground. Double line to ground. Okay, so in this I'll draw the same circuit. Now in double line to ground circuit, two line got short circuited with ground. Okay, two line got short circuited with ground. Suppose IA and IB is short circuited. This gets short circuited with ground. Okay, so there will be involvement of ground, and through this the current will flow in neutral path of the machine, that is IN. So what will be IN here? That is IB plus IC, and what will be IA? That will be equal to 0. Right? Now here what will be BB if phase B got short circuited with ground, phase C got short circuited with ground. So what will be the voltage across B and C? That will be equal to 0, right? And current IA is equal to 0, right? Now what is the symmetrical component of the voltage? That is VA0, VA1, VA2 is nothing but 1 by 3. This will be 1, 1, 1. This will be 1 A square, and this will be 1 A square A. And here you will get phase voltage. So what is the phase voltage? That is VA, VB is equal to 0. So I directly put 0. BC is also equal to 0. So I directly put 0. So what is VA0? That is VA divided by 3. What is VA1? That is VA divided by 3. And what is VA2? That is VA divided by 3. Right? So this all the voltage is same. All the voltage component is same. Right? Now what is VA1 positive sequence voltage? That is EA minus IA into Z1, IA1 into Z1, right? And what is IA1? That is equal to VA1 minus EA divided by Z1, right? Similarly, what is VA2? VA2 is nothing but minus IA2 into Z2. And what is IA2? That is equal to minus VA2 divided by Z2. Okay, and what is VA naught? That is zero sequence voltage, that is minus IA naught into Z naught. So what is IA naught? That will be equal to minus VA naught divided by Z naught. Now we all know the sum of negative sequence current plus positive sequence current plus we all know the sum of zero sequence current IA0 plus positive sequence current IA1 plus negative sequence current IA2 is equal to phase voltage IA, right? And we all know if fault occur at B and C, there will be no current in IA, right? IA will be equal to 0. So this is equal to 0, and we can tell that IA1 is nothing but minus of IA naught plus IA2, right? Now we'll place this value of IA naught and IA2. What we will get? Minus VA naught divided by Z naught minus VA2 divided by Z2, right? and we all know that VA naught is equal to VA1 and VA2. So we can write this equation in terms of VA1. So we can write this as VA1, we'll take this as common, into 1 by Z naught plus 1 by Z2. Okay. Now IA1 is equal to, what is VA1? EA minus IA1 Z1 into 1 by Z naught plus 1 by Z2, right? And if I take common IA1, then what we will get? We will get EA divided by Z1 plus 1 by Z naught plus 1 by Z2. Okay. Now, how to draw this? See, this is in parallel, right? Z0 and Z2 will be in parallel, and that will be in series with Z1. Okay. So here Z0 is in parallel with Z2, and this will be in series with, this is EA positive sequence component, that is EA, and this will be positive sequence impedance Z1. Okay. And from here also we can analyze that all the voltage is same, all the voltage component, symmetrical component is same. So this is VA1, this is VA0, and this is VA2. All the voltage is same. And what is the current? Current will be IA, this is the reference bus, IA1, okay, which flow in this direction. Now, what we observe till now, what we observed here, see, positive sequence current is available in all type of fault, either it is symmetrical or unsymmetrical. See, in line to line ground, positive sequence fault is there, this is IA1, right? In line to line fault, this is IA1, IA1 is equal to minus IA2, it is available EA divided by Z1 plus Z2. And in double line to ground also it is available, see, it is available EA divided by Z1 plus 1 by Z0 plus 1 by Z2. So positive sequence current is available in all type of fault, either it is symmetrical or unsymmetrical. Negative sequence current is available in unsymmetrical fault. See here, IA2 is nothing but equal to IA1, right? So IA1 is EA divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0, right? And IA1 is equal to IA2. So we can tell that IA2 is equal to EA divided by all the sequence impedance, summation of sequence impedance. In line to line fault, here in line to line fault, IA2 negative sequence current is inverse of IA1, right? So in line to line fault also negative sequence current is available. What about double line to fault? See here, in double line to fault also negative sequence current is present. See, IA1 is this, right? So IA1 is equal to minus IA0 plus IA2. So negative sequence current is available here. Okay. See, IA2 is minus VA2 by Z0, Z2. Okay. So what we observed here, positive sequence current, is available in all type of fault. Okay, next, negative sequence current. Negative sequence current is available in all type of unsymmetrical fault. Okay, is present in all type of unsymmetrical fault. Okay, what about the zero sequence current? See, in line to ground fault, there is zero sequence current, right? Ia0 is equal to Ia1. In line to line fault, what is zero sequence current here? Zero. Okay, in line to line fault. In line to ground fault, it was available, but in line to line fault, it is not available. What about double line to ground fault? It is available, that is minus Va naught by Z naught. Okay, so we can tell that zero sequence current is only available where ground is involved. Okay, where ground is involved. See, where that will be available where fault involves ground. Okay, see, in line to ground fault, ground is involved. In line to line fault, there is no ground involvement. Okay, with the fault. And in double line to ground fault, in double line to ground fault, ground is involved. Okay, so zero sequence current, zero sequence current is present if fault, sorry, if fault involves ground. Okay, then only zero sequence current will be available. Okay, so this is all about unsymmetrical fault.